Okay, this is so funny story. I started compiling notes in Notepad so I could just send it and it would be a lot easier. But I deleted all of them and I wasn't really done with it anyway. But video is probably just easier to do. So we're gonna watch at double speed here, and then I will slow it down whenever I need to. I don't know how in depth you want me to get here, but I'll just look at stuff when I see it. Okay. So here, you just dash straight down, and then you'll be able to dash straight across. You'll see the dash line here. So you dash straight down and straight across. Easy game. I just cancel with an up when I get like past the halfway mark of this bush. Just cancel up and dash turn that way. It's a lot better than trying to do a bunch of diagonals through here. That dash wasn't worth it. That dash to the left, not worth it. Okay, let's look at that run. So, for this, in order to time him, going down, you want to face up. Because if you go over here and you do this, like, yeah, I guess it works, but it sends the key all the way over here. This is just much easier and more reliable. Okay, that dash down to the statue wasn't worth it either. Probably want to take a look at Bidey's escape tutorial. That'll fix most of the stuff I see here. Yeah, like that. You want to... So... It's not going to be fun, but let's review why you died here. So this guy is going to the right. Normally, if you don't have boots, that means you need to kill him to get him out of the way. But since you have boots, you're actually supposed to take this bottom dash line so that he stays out of the way. Because if you dash down and then dash over, you're actually going to despawn him off of the screen, even though he is going left to right here. So that's just a safety thing, and then yeah, here. You did say that you died to ball and chain, which, I mean, it happens. I died to ball and chain like on ladder like a month ago, and I still won. So it's not backbreaking. You just have to get a little more aggressive. Don't make a habit of it, of course, but like, it's not the end of the world if you die to ball and chain. But see, this guy is your downfall here because because you're at 2.5 here. You're gonna take a hit. You're gonna bounce off of him and then back into ball and chain, and that's 2.5 hearts. So one thing about ball and chain, while you there you go there. So, if you watch my inputs, you'll notice I'm holding the B button for a long time. And that's because if you tink off of his ball and chain here, it actually keeps your sword out. So you want to... And then if you hit him, it'll put your sword away. Like, tink keeps the sword out, and then if you hit him, it puts the sword away. So you want to wait until the game puts your sword away for you before you release the button. And it doesn't affect the timing of the quick kill or anything. Alternatively, especially in rando when you won't have a boomerang, you just one pot him. I'm not very good at this, but yeah, one pot, 4 slash. It's not that much slower, especially in rando when you don't have a boomerang. It doesn't really matter where you kill him at. I'm gonna get in back of escape. I have seen this, but I don't remember it at all. Okay, yeah, don't bother with bombs there, because yeah, don't bother with bombs on that wall, because gonna come up here. Alright, so I'm just gonna down here, fill everything. Okay. So, I'm trying to demonstrate here. Like, even if you place the bomb right away, you still have to wait for the fuse timer. $640 versus 552. So you're losing almost a second by trying to use bombs there. But yeah, just dash, bonk, dash in. Alright, so escape was empty, huh? Okay, there's a pearl. Okay, pretty normal stuff. You didn't need to kill that pickle, you were already on tier 2. If you want to kill the pickle afterwards to get a tier 1, then that's a choice you can make. Okay, bottle there. But yeah, after escape, you always have a tier 2 lined up, and yeah, killing that pickle is just slowing you down. Don't get me wrong, I hate pickles as much as the next guy, but this is a speedrun at the end of the day. Boots. Okay. Plenty of money, so nothing too terrible here. I'm not gonna harp on, like, optimizing movement or whatever. I'm gonna mainly focus on, okay, book. Keep that in mind, but, like, if you get a fire source and a glove, then probably want to head toward desert. Or if you get nothing, I would say probably just go Damagina into desert. Early book is hardly ever an accident. Okay. Oh, you can bonk that wall. Oh, dash through those. What? Did you get a... No, you don't have it. You should have saved and quit. Okay. Yeah, so... Here's something I want to look at. So, when did you pick up this item versus when did you save and quit? Definitely dash through these. You can also dash through those, but that one's not as important. The first thing is... Okay, so here you pick up the sword at 1227, and that's where you should have saved and quit. Now... Man, look at all this time. It's just bleeding off the clock. 12:41, so you just spent 15 seconds doing literally nothing. Yeah, unless you have a shovel, you should always save and quit from race game. Or you can flute away, whichever. Okay. I mean, you only have 2 bombs, so I don't like the mini Moldorn play here. I would at least go to the dam to try and get bombs. And if dam doesn't have bombs, I would just go Agina into desert. Ooh, okay. Awesome. Save and quit. What? No, save and quit. Okay. Oh, I hate this. I hate this for 2 reasons, but... Okay. So, you just got a glove, a flute, and a hook shot. What do those 3 things have in common? Death Mountain. I don't mind the Ice Rock Cave delay here, because you just got a flute, and you can do it at literally any time you want. But the same applies for, I think you're going to the dam here. Yeah. You don't want to do the dam here. Reason being, you just got a flute, and you can flute to it later. And also, you have a flute and a hook shot, which means that all of this up here, all of this Death Mountain stuff up here is in logic. So, like, you wanna pretty much rush Paradox Cave now, and then once you're done with stuff on the mountain, then you can flute to, I would say, probably just desert area. Check the ledge, check Agina. If you don't want to go into desert without a fire source, I don't blame you. But like I said before, the early book is almost never an accident. The game almost always gives you the book for a reason. And the other thing is, so now you've done Mini Moldorm and the dam, so you've left 2 islands now. You've left Agina isolated, and you've left Ice Rock Cave isolated. Now, do you have a plan to go back? Probably, and it probably involves activating the flute, but just things to keep in mind. Don't isolate checks. Okay, yeah, and you should have saved and quit inside of there if you were gonna save and quit, because going outside is just a 2.5 second transition that is just straight up time loss. What is this? You're not reading the frickin' pedestal. Never read the goddamn pedestal. Do not ever read the pedestal. The reason being, you will be able to deduce whether something can be on pedestal once you see your crystal pendant information. Okay, let's just go back a second and see how long this took. So you enter Lost Woods at 1504, so we'll use that. Okay, and then you enter Kakariko at 1558. So it took you 54 seconds. It took you 54 seconds to do one check that you didn't even get an item out of. Okay, going back for Ice Rock Cave because it's isolated. I like it. No, I don't. I don't like it. You should have gone straight to the mountain. Yeah, I don't know what you're trying to find here. I mean, you are a little low on bombs, but you can always just buy them. Yeah, okay, see, there's the mountain. Probably don't know the Old Man Dark Room, which is fine. I would learn the Old Man Dark Room though, because especially with the flute, it's a very good spot to save and quit to. No. That would be here, right? Okay. So this bridge, it's always faster to dash rather than do this. 727. Versus 601. So it's a second and a third faster to just dash. I still think you could have been up here earlier. This should have been the first place you were looking at after activating Flute. I don't care that much about doing Ice Rock Cave first, but yeah, with that money, now you're gonna want to go do Zora, so... And you can very easily water walk from Ice Rock Cave. Yeah, you should always have your hookshot out here for Spiral Cave, at least till you get past the berries, and then you can menu to Flute. And Blue Mail's nice. And now Desert. Oh yeah, nice hammer. Alright, so book was required. And because you're in here without a fire source, if I get one item, I'm just grabbing that hammer and leaving. Alright, well. Yeah. Big chest, grab hammer, and... Okay, yeah, I would just grab the hammer and leave. Oh, no, 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 no. Hey, hey, hey. So, you know that hammer's there. You just saw it. The fastest time to go and get the hammer is right now. Because if you get the hammer now, then you can go back and try to get the second item if you want. I wouldn't, but you can go back and try and get the second item if you want. Uh, but if you get the hammer now, you only have to traverse the dungeon one more time. Versus if you go to right side first, then you'll have to go right side to left side, and you'll have to traverse it twice. And like you're not there. There's no situation in which you're leaving that hammer there. Okay, so here you would have been able to run out to Agina instead of now you're what 22:45-ish. See how long it takes you to run all the way back. Yeah, it took you like 20 seconds to run all the way back to where you were versus just grabbing the thing now and all right. Yeah, okay. I don't mind grabbing Gina here. You don't really ever want to come back here until you're ready to do Meyer, so I don't blame you for doing Agina now. Okay. So you're going to Vu. I don't think I like that. So here are your choices. You can go to Vu or you can go Hype Cave. Um, without the fire rod, going to Vu is really risky because yes, you can full clear Thieves Town. It may even be a crystal. But you can also just go hype left and get 7 easy items. Like even if you find a fire rod in Vu, you're on 9 hearts blue mail, you're probably fine for a moth kill, but uh yeah. Um but say you find like a bow in Hype Cave. Say there's like a bow in Hype Cave. If you go to Hype Cave first, you get the choice of either going to pod or continuing left. Versus like if you go to Vu, you're basically like third to last location in Hype Cave, which is a big deal. Like there's 5 items in there. You want to get there as soon as possible. Um, and there's nothing like that's gonna send you one way or another. Like you don't have flippers, you don't have mirror, you don't have fire rod, you don't have any medallions. Like there, you don't have a bow. That's probably the most important thing. So there's nothing pushing you in one direction or another. So in that situation, I usually just like to go straight to the density. Just go straight to Hype Cave and see what it has. Okay. Skull, CR, Wire. Okay, and Thieves is even a red crystal, so. So you're a bow away from Pyramid Fairy, which is good. Okay. Clearing Pendant Skull is probably fine here. Because, again, you don't have anything that really, like, pushes you in one direction or another. Yeah. So, I always do that room first, because... That's not the right room. So, it's a lot easier to do this room from here. versus, like, it is a lot easier to do this room from the bottom. Versus trying to do this room this way. And then if you decide that you want the key, then you can go get it. But say there's just a key like back here, then you don't need to steal the key. Then you can just take that key straight to the front. And you don't have to waste 4 rooms of movement. Alright, it was mapped, so you would have had to do it anyway. But there is a good chance that there is a small key there, because all 3 small keys have to not be on Moth, so that's 3 keys and 7 chests. Okay, so you know that's set up, that's good. Okay. Please just survive. Okay. Oh, you need to die here. Alright, let's count how long you were waiting for that hand. Open the chest at 27:43. Yeah, you're waiting like 8 to 10 seconds for that hand. Versus if you just go and try to hug a mummy, you're gonna die. You're gonna get a death screen, which is 12 seconds, but it's gonna fill your health up to, I think, here. I think it'll fill you up to 7. So that's just personal preference, really. If you think you're good on 3 hearts, then this is fine, but I would have died here. Basically, the death screen and the hand traversal are basically time neutral, and the death screen will give you... Ooh, nice minutes. And the death screen will give you the heal. Especially since you're about to clear Thieves Town here, the last thing you need is to die in Thieves Town Attic and have to go all the way back. Okay, vanilla heart piece, very nice. Okay, see, you're taking the Death Warp here, versus you could have just taken it in Skullwoods and you would be fine. So that's some time lost there. Okay, you don't actually need to run all the way back around there. So, do this, get this. I'm up here. Alright. Dash up the auto stairs. Down here, over here, up here. And then there's actually 2 ways to go from here. You can either jump down here, climb up the stairs, and jump off, and then dash. I don't like that, because the Zazak tends to get in the way a lot. And then you have to deal with that fire snake as well. Okay, and then there's also just this dash here, and then dash over here. This eliminates the Zazak completely. But don't walk all the way around there. You didn't need that art, and it took forever.
So I turned it down. Let me know how that sounds. Check 1 2, check 1 2. Okay, good. I was wondering if anybody I knew from back in the day was still like following me and would like show up if I like streamed. Anyways, how you doing, my friend? I'm kind of busy. Yes, good old helpless snacks like everybody.
Okay, Thieves Town is pretty routine. Like, you're just always going to do it the same way every single time.
Yes, that's all. That is never
Hardly ever going to get an opportunity to skip something in Thieves Town, and you really shouldn't ever.
Well, I am glad that you are still mortal and not in the realm of the immortals, you know? I don't know what hard is now. Hopefully I do this blind. Let me tell you, coming back to Rando after 5 years doesn't leave you with a lot of skills.
So this spin here happens because you're not holding the sword long enough. Just like on Ball and Chain, you want to wait until the game makes you put the sword away
somehow, you know, like the
to release the button.
I was like, you know, that sounds fun. I am gonna play some Rando. So I got it set up. I even joined a tournament. Very excited to lose my first round in that tournament because I was second round quality in my heyday, and I was about a year off of my heyday. Hopefully the skills come back sooner rather than later.
Oh, there's your mitts. Save and quit.
Do pyramid catfish.
I would not do Pyramid Catfish here. You already have eyes on the mitts. There's no reason to deal with Pyramid or Catfish right now. Grab the mitts, start doing mitts checks. I might even... maybe not without a mirror. I wouldn't do Smith Chain, but...
So yeah, it's so hopefully I can compare my notes to their notes and learn something. That would be cool.
Yeah, I honestly wouldn't even bother with any of this right now.
You know what? It's faster to just come back and then try across. That might be faster than saving and quitting, going to Zen, going to Dark World. We're just gonna try it. Let me know if you have it.
I would probably grab the mitts and then just go back up the mountain. Because you don't have a mirror, so you really need to go someplace that makes it worth it. Yeah. Yeah, running here is a lot slower than just saving and quitting to Sank and going to,
Still not convinced this is faster, but maybe somebody will know.
Oh, you just said you don't think it's faster. Well, it is definitely not faster.
And, you know, I was a mentor, and I bet if I asked, they would let me come back as a mentee again. Because, hey, you know, I played Rando for 2 years and then been off for 5. I figure that counts for, you know, being a newbie again.
Alright. So, I would take that up the mountain. Oh, you don't have the save and quit point, rip.
I don't even know if I had a race time. I think that you got me beat on that front.
Okay.
No, wait, let's see. Wow, no more IRC. I'm gonna have to get used to that. Old man. IRC, that is some ancient internet. Have you been introduced to any of the new tricks, like Diver Down or Harapot or any of those things? Icebreaker? yeah, I mean, I played on SRL and I definitely had IRC to race. Cool. So you must have they must have been discovered pretty early in my right after I like broke out and took a break that turned into a thing. Hairpot's cool. Maybe I'll do it right here. Ah, shit. Actually, I can't get back to the light. Hopefully, I'll find the mirror. Otherwise, I'll just have to come back anyway. It's never a good sign. Oh no, shit.
Okay.
Never a good
Yeah,
sign.
you can't poke across this.
Oh, I'm glad I didn't skip that. Jesus. It's like a Eastern.
Alright, so you're going straight to pod, right?
Okay, so let's see. I'm gonna go do the. My work stuff there.
Actually, I probably would have done Spike Cave there, but
I don't know how to do the quick menus yet.
but it's fine. Yeah, I would definitely learn this dark room, if only for the save and quit spot.
You're like, ah, which way is the right button to go?
Plus, it's just straight up faster to do it the first time that you're here, rather than like coming back here later.
And I had to redo it because back to the standard format so that I could use the map tracker to figure out the quick menu.
Where going? You just got pod access. Go to pod.
I have a bigger monitor now. Things don't need to be quite so compact.
Oh, you're going to Hera? I mean, pod's a lot denser. You only get 3 items here versus 5 if you go to pod.
Why, do you play anything these days? Oh, wow. Mirror.
Nice mirror. You just messed up your hair pot.
Oh, wrong way.
Yeah, so let me slow this down for you. And I'm gonna show you exactly where you messed up your hair pot.
Why, are you playing anything these days? Oh, wow. Mirror. My savior.
Yeah, so you got that mirror earlier than I would have, but, yeah. Probably a better thing to do, than, you know, luck-sacking a mirror out of here is going to Eastern and then just taking the big bomb to Pyramid Ferry and then just going straight into pot after that. Alright, so you lose your Harapot right there. If you pick up an item while it's in the air, it sets your altitude to be not 0, and then you can't clip into this pot. Don't ask me why, but yeah, you have to leave the dungeon to reset the variable. It's cool that you know bread pot, though.
Wrong way. Come on, I can do this.
Yeah, that's not gonna work.
What?
Okay.
Yeah, I got burnt
So
out
I guess your variable got reset at some point, but
and I just was like, you know, tired of that one as well. So yeah, I found some other hobbies. Woohoo! Go fast.
Alright, that's your second item, so go
Fast Terra.
kill the worm and then
Yeah,
go to
this is
pod
my
after that.
Winter gaming. This is my first foray back into regular gaming. I mean, I'll play like the occasional game when it comes out, but nothing. Like playing a single player game for 20 hours is very different than learning something that you can dump several hundreds of hours into. Sorry to hear that, my friend. Is it better now though? Yeah, if you don't want to, don't worry about it. Just let me know if okay, good. Glad to see that's getting better. Let's see, what do I want from the hammer? Because I am doing this stupid.
Okay, Spike Cave is fine.
Then I'm gonna go
It's
get
in logic.
Meyer information. Get the Meyer information. Do desert. Do pod and eastern, because those are all crystals. Cool, man. Hey, I'm really happy that things are getting better for you. Whatever you had to do in order to get them going better, proud of you. That's awesome. Super glad to hear that things are getting better.
Do you just hate pod, or
Quick.
like you really did not want to?
Pendants.
So the reason I'm staying away from Mire here is I don't want to be able to go into Mire,
Just absolute garbo, last
because that means there might be something there, and you don't want to dip a 2-item pendant dungeon
absolutely get bodied, and so I'm hoping that this is going to be
at this point. Like, especially when you have fully clearable Eastern pod, Lookers for Swamp.
It's funny, when I took my break from gaming,
Ice.
I actually realized that kind of the only thing I was reading something awful for was the games forum, so it's been actually a couple of years since
Why Desert now?
Do you still go into...
Like,
curious to,
you're going to all of these, like,
Can't imagine that-
low-yield places when you have a
I can imagine
perfectly
that
good
Rando
Eastern
community still
pod
exists. It was kind of...
to go to.
Can't imagine that the Rando's community is still alive since it was pretty toast by the time I quit. It was cool, though. Okay, so let's see, do I have anything that can actually make this guy? Well, never mind. Ah, shit. I hate name
Yeah, not to mention, this fight with Master Sword and Hammer is really, really slow.
No! Dang
Oh,
it!
and you died on
Man.
it, so.
That sucks.
This fight with Master Sword and Hammer is not only slow, but it's fairly dangerous as well, because you have to, you basically have to open yourself up, because if you get doubled up like that, like if they start crossing paths like that, then you just get caught in the middle and you're fucked. So, so fun fact, bow hurts land does tempered sword damage. This is how we do it in NMG. It does tempered sword damage, same as those spins you're doing, but it doesn't knock you out of position. So you can get a lot more doubles.
There's now Quad Rando, which is Super Metroid Zelda 3.
See, now that's something you didn't want to see. But I guess you can't get into Mire anyway, and it's not really a good play to go to TR at this point, so...
That's cool. The Quad Rando seems like the kind of thing that like only Andy would play because he's been playing Link to the Past Rando every day for 7 years and he's tired of it. That's awesome that they have some kind of like framework for it. Wow, Prime 1, Prime 2, and Dread. I don't know if I would want to play Dread Rando. My experience of it is that multi-world, man. My experience of Dread is that it leans a little too hard into being linear. Like, it pretends that it's not linear, but if you actually just like turn your brain off and don't try to think about it, it takes you exactly where you need to go. Like every time I tried too hard to think about it, I ended up getting lost. Yeah, I played a multi-world once, and spent like 15 minutes waiting for somebody to find something. I decided not to do any more multi-world. I mean, multi-world is entirely, like, that's why I don't play, like, cooperative games, because it's entirely dependent upon the quality of the people that you play with, and all of my friends are non-gamers, so I, like, don't have the friend group to play.
Throw that bomb before you open that chest.
So I would just end up playing with either, like, goons or randos, so... No, it's not.
Oh, okay, you tried to bonk and you missed. Okay. Thought you were trying to do the auto stair extension.
Wow, 150, you finally found your morph ball. That's amazing. Congratulations, game. See, I mean, that's ultimately why I quit rando the first time, was because basically it felt like every seed was just a dumping... Wait, did I get 2 items in the front? Was I just not paying attention? I'll have to check my log. I recently played one of those. I was still doing, Come on. I was still doing... it was like an hour and a half in. I was in Master Sword Go mode, and I had just died, like, twice to Vitreous, and I went up to Trinex to see if I could fight Trinex.
Okay, I think you tried to blow open the wall and didn't work, but you really do want to open the wall behind the big chest.
Sorry, I'm not very good at talking and playing at the same time. I would not make a good professional streamer. So I appreciate you bearing with me.
So it's not required for casual boots, but I would learn how to do hammer jump, just because there can be a key in a really uncomfortable spot. And if you know how to hammer jump, then you can, like, at certain points, you can, like, skip chests. Like, if you know that there's a key in Stalfo's basement, then you can just skip it, because you're saving a key there. Good tech to know, but certainly not required. Oh, it is way faster to go up the middle here. Yeah, no. Going back through the right side is not the thing. You definitely want to go up the middle here. I would say you didn't need those arrows, but I don't know if you want a arrow helmet or not. Believe it or not, you just spent 5 seconds getting arrows you didn't need. Yeah, try to avoid picking up pots when necessary. You didn't need to kill that turtle
back when I was like
either.
playing all the time, I was like trying not to forfeit seeds that pissed me off because I was like trying to learn. But yeah, I'm like...
You need to kill these turtles, but not the one up above.
I guess I don't need it. I'm just doing this. It's like, I don't know, I was like pretty serious about it. I was like, yes, this thing, I want to learn it. I'm gonna like get good at it. And now I'm just like, let's leave rando. I'll play some.
So I haven't seen you arming spin speed a lot, so I don't know if you know how to do it. But on Master Sword, 2, 3, it's better to just arm spin speed, because that will extend your hammer's hitbox. See how far I am away from him? Let's count now. And then I can just hammer his head now pretty easily. Like, I obviously died there. But... 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 1, 2, 3, So it's a lot faster to hammer him 4 times than it is to arrow 8 times.
Nice.
Or slash 8 times, or whatever you were gonna do.
See, one of the things is like I'm a spreadsheet nerd, and so I don't want to like spend time on a seed and have it not count for my like tracking. And like I do stuff like I track. I don't even know what I need for this. I think just above. So I like track my stats and stuff for the seeds, and so even if it's a BS seed, I still will like gain some knowledge about like how did I do like. So for example, the stat that I track is like overworld time per item. Like how efficient was I in my routing? Did I like
now,
dead ends?
See, now you have a
like,
mushroom.
BS seed, like,
This would have been a lot better time
I
to
do
do
not want to force
Pyramid
myself through that, like,
Catfish,
fight
because
sword,
not only do you get
triumphs
Pyramid
and fight
Fairy,
sword vitriol.
but you could also get Pyramid Ledge, you could turn in the mushroom, and you could get Catfish all at the same time. Now, if you want to turn in the mushroom, you're just going to have to flute there. Oh, so one specific thing for that room. So you want to get to this tile, this little diamond tile that I'm standing on right here, and then you just want to shoot left, down, right. Yeah. Okay, rather than... Watching the sit double speed's fucking me up. Yeah. So, using your bow there is about 2 seconds faster.
I get a lot of progression. I keep doing all of these dungeons, but I'm not getting the items. So what do I actually really need? Skull Woods is a pendant. My iron for a while. So I don't need Fire Rod. Oh, so I think I'm just in. I checked. I'm in Flipper's Go mode. Oh yeah, bombos are Fire Rod, right? See, that's what
I don't have my headset on, so I don't know if you,
and my
I don't know if you asked for that advice, but when you're racing, you gotta
hey, actually,
be careful about that.
2 items from Go and 105 is not the worst place to be. It's it's certainly
a lot of people just put this is a race, no hints slash no hints or talking about logic or anything, stuff like that.
Sometimes this room goes really well and sometimes it doesn't. Because I just have to practice them all.
The GR sucks, I'm not gonna go through that.
Built up. There's Fire Rod, okay.
Strong.
So now my next question is Go mode, Go mode Swamp and Ice, but what's the play for? I think I'm actually gonna do Pyramid Fairy because that was a rip. So I need to figure out. I mean, I've got the whole, the Smith chain. I've got.
I would have gone with Skull Woods first. You have to do Skull Woods at some point.
That's not something I'm looking forward to hunting in.
And
let's save.
Oh no, you don't. Never mind. Ignore that.
Flippers at Zora comedy option, yeah.
Yeah, see, leaving Pyramid and Catfish for right here rather than when you did it after Hype Cave is
Zora.
A lot better option. If nothing else, it makes you come here sooner.
You know, I'm gonna go turn in the mushroom, check Zora. Final Kid Zora. I guess start the switching. Could have started the switching and Bomb Kid at the same time. Oops.
And that's first bottle. Okay. Okay. That's fine.
Alright, go under comedy option.
I would have filled some bottles there. See,
God dang it.
see, if you had saved Pyramid and Catfish, you would have only had to do this screen once, and now you're having to do it again. Oh, right, because you're Flipper Go mode.
Oh, hey,
so
I learned the, like, splash and
Waterfall
flipper. That's a
Fairy.
fun glitch. Don't know when I'm going to use it, but it's fun. It's fun. I'm going to look moth. Okay, so I'm going to go... I forget what it's called, but there's the 2 checks north in the north part of Dark World. Graveyard Ledge.
Smiths up the Graveyard Ledge,
And
and
then I'm doing this
probably just kill them off after that.
Well, I'm glad I didn't fake flipper those checks earlier. They fake flipper stand.
Okay, I don't blame you for staying away from Smith Chain, but it really is your densest location. If you wanted to do, say, Hammer Pegs first and kind of, put off the, Smith Chain for now, then you could have, but yeah, Smith is definitely where your density's at right now.
I mean, there really only is Smith Chain, and then the gross. I guess I don't have, like, I can do Skull real quick. Like, that's actually a very fast check. I'm just gonna do that. Got lots of magic. Tempered Sword. Michael is a fast fight.
Okay, let's do an experiment. Let's see how long it takes you
I mean, there really
to
only
do
is Smith Chain,
Skullwoods.
and then the gross. I guess I don't have, like, I can do
And-
Skull real quick. Like, that's actually a
And
very
get
fast check. I'm just
the
gonna do that.
items you need to get.
Got lots of magic. Tempered Sword. Michael is a
So
fast fight.
113.10, you go through the portal here.
I actually super appreciate that you're here, because otherwise I'd just be, like, playing in my head. You know, I wouldn't be, like, talking out loud. Helps to, like, sometimes, you know, think out loud with, let's see which direction do I go for that. Okay. So I can, like, think out loud about this stuff. Okay, so there's still one item as far as I know in Skull.
And you know this is only going to be one item. Whether it's in that chest or whether it's on the moth, it doesn't matter because they're both in the same spot.
Although now the fact that I'm talking means that my mouth is a lot drier. I've since run out of water and I've had to drink more.
I would take damage to get rid of your sword pains. You have more than enough health right now.
Come on, Monkey, let's do
And
the first.
4 tempered slashes is a lot better than.
I didn't know it's not
Okay.
bad because I have the book.
So it just took you. Okay. We'll wait until you either save and quit or
Smith Chain it
do
is.
whatever else.
The
Okay,
world.
so it took you just short of 3 minutes to get what you knew was one
Yeah,
item.
no,
Now
it's
let's
Los
see how
Angeles,
long
it's
it
really
takes you to do Smith
If I can
Chain
find it
from the
in
same
this, if I can
spot.
find it in the,
We'll go on the
Tour.
exit to the
then
forest.
I can
So
see this being
116.25.
140.
So it took you 3 minutes to get one item doing Skullwoods. Now it's going to take you less than 1 to get to one item. So when you're one item from Go mode, you need to go to things that are quick.
Apologize again for the cough.
And now it's just over a minute and you're going to get your second item. Right, you still need to do 45, that's fine.
No!
Rip.
I forgot to quick hop in. It has the risk of being just now.
So just over 2 minutes here and you're getting your third item. And here you're just short of 3 minutes when you're getting your 4th. So in the time it took you to go and kill the moth, you could have gotten 4 checks for the one that you would get for a moth kill and a pendant.
Watch me forget how to do go mode ice. I haven't done it since I've come back.
Alright, so this portion doesn't really matter. All I really need to see is GT.
Go back up through the tower again.
So
I appreciate that. Thank you, Zelda.
this all just comes down to, do I feel ahead or behind? And honestly, you did last locate the flippers, but they were purple chests, so I'm not feeling that far behind, so I would just probably do the regular hope left.
You happen to know? This is the second time I've had to do this. I was just curious. If you
I don't know
knew the answer. I can imagine that
what
if I
strat
didn't
you like
already
to
have this
do,
open,
but
that other would
we're
be a
all
lot faster.
pretty
Oh, why that? Why did I go
equal.
that way?
Yeah, probably don't do that.
Alright. Alright, so again. Tempered, not too bad. Can't tell if they're not.
Alright, so this is fast ROM, so this doesn't matter that much, but if you're ever doing NMG or a speed run on the regular ROM, you don't want this sword out. That'll lag your game.
Okay.
Okay.
I'll take
Neat.
that. Hope room. Thank you very much.
GG. So yeah, those are my thoughts.